Welcome back, lottery fans. I am back today with our Pick 4 group rundown for our travelling numbers. We did the Pick 3 rundown yesterday using our travelling numbers, and as promised I said I was going to do the Pick 4 today, so here is today, and here is your Pick 4 group numbers for the travelling numbers. For those of you that don't know what the group numbers are, real quick summary. Basically I do a rundown that's good for all lotteries in all states that has a Pick 4. I pick some numbers, do the rundown, and go ahead and we can use all those numbers together, play them, and hopefully win together. And the numbers I'm going to be picking from are our travelling numbers. These are the travelling numbers for November. This is just 20 of them. There's a full set of 40 that you can get from lotterypredictor.com. The link is down below in the description. Download those for free. But the travelling numbers are the numbers that are showing up most frequently from state to state to state. So they're showing up in multiple states for the last month. And these are the hot ones for November. These are ones been showing up in multiple different states. So I not only publish these travelling numbers, but we do some rundowns for a bit of fun from them as well. But we're going to go ahead and do our Pick 4 rundown. And as I said, if you have a Pick 4 lottery in your state or country, so any state or country, you can use these numbers. You can go ahead and play them. And you can play them for the entire month of November. They're good for November. So you can definitely go ahead and play them as much as you want. Just play responsibly. Now, in terms of the numbers that I'm going to pick in the rundown, we're actually going to do the same rundown that we did yesterday because it's a nice one to do with things like the travelling numbers. I will mix it up a little bit just to make it a little bit different, but it essentially is the same rundown. And yesterday we did the Pick 3 box numbers for our rundown, so I think we're going to use the Pick 4 straight numbers for our rundown today. So we're going to pick the top 5 straight numbers, and we're going to go ahead and use those. So our first number is a 5294. Second one is a 3091. Next one is an 8100. And finally a 1505. Now for the rundown, what we're going to do, we're going to put it in the base grid. We'll use our mirror numbers this time for excuse me, our translated grid. And then we'll go ahead and pick our suggested numbers. And I suggest you play both the travelling numbers that came out, because that's the whole point of travelling numbers. These are showing up in multiple states, so there's a good chance these will come up again. And then we'll play the suggested numbers as well. So we're going to take each number, and instead of putting them horizontally like we did for the Pick 3, we're going to go ahead and put them vertically down in our base grid. So we'll start with 5294 and put that in our first column here, like so. We'll take that 3091 and put that in the second column. Then we'll take 8100, put that in the next column here. And finally 1505, put that in the last column. Now, as I mentioned, I said we were going to go ahead and use our mirror numbers today. So to do that, you can go ahead and use this rundown worksheet. If you don't already have it, you can download it from Lottery Predictor. You go ahead and look up the top number for the mirror number, and the one underneath it is the number we're going to fill in on the translated grid. So start with a 5 along the top, one underneath it's a 0, put a 0 there. Then we take the 3, the one underneath it's an 8, put an 8 in there. The 8, the one underneath it's a 3, put a 3 there. And finally a 1, the one underneath is a 6. Then just keep going down. 2 is a 7, 0 is a 5, 1 is a 6, 5 is a 0. Just going to fill up all of these numbers with our mirror numbers. 9 is 4, 0 is 5, 4 is 9, 1 is 6, 0 is 5, 5 is 0, like so. Simple as that. Now for our patterns, yesterday we did the vertical straight downs, because as I mentioned, if we're using something where we have these 4 numbers, using the vertical straight down worked with that pattern, but of course it won't work this time, because all we're just going to do with the vertical straight downs is we're going to get the same numbers over again. Pretty pointless. So instead, we're going to mix it up and we're going to use the horizontals. So essentially, it's really just exactly the same rundown, the same pattern. All we did was we just shifted how we filled in the numbers and shifted the pattern. So that will give us, on our first number, gives us a 5381. And I'll mention why I like this one. If you've been following along with my other videos for November, you'll see something in here that I like and I've been pushing hard for in November, but I'll get to it in a minute and you'll see. You probably already know. Next one is this 2015, and this is the one I like, the 9900. So if you see my other videos for November, you'll know that I've been really pushing the doubles, both in the Pick 3 and the Pick 4, and this has 2 doubles, so I really like that number. November, for some reason, I feel like it's a good month for doubles. I've been seeing them in lots and lots of different rundowns, seeing them all over the place, so November's doubles. If you've been hitting doubles in November, if you've hit off doubles, let me know in the comments below. Be interested to hear about that. And finally, our last number is a 4105. So we'll go ahead and we'll play the same pattern in our translated grid. Those horizontals straight across here. That will give us a 0836, a 2560, another double 4455, and then finally a 965. So there we have it. There are 9 numbers that we can play in for any state or any country with the Pick 4 lottery in November. Of course, the 8 down here, sorry, not 9 numbers, 12 numbers. The 8 down here and the 4 up here, that's 12 numbers in total. My math was a little bit off there. But to go ahead and play them, definitely track them in your state. Let me know in the comments below if they hit for you. Definitely give me a thumbs up if you like this video, if you like the traveling numbers. Don't forget to download your traveling numbers. As I said, this is just 20 of them. The full list has 40 of them, so you see all of that. That is in lotterypredictor.com. The link is in the description. As always, thank you for all the shares and the likes. Thank you for sharing this channel, sharing this video. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you do subscribe because I always do a lot of rundowns, do a lot of great lottery stuff, and you don't want to miss out on that. All right, that's it for today. I will be back with more winning rundowns very soon. In the meantime, good luck, and I'll catch you on the next one.